seeing temperatures above freezing really makes all the difference in how it feels as you're getting outside. And we're at this point seeing many spots getting closer to 40 degrees. It's the first time we've seen that in about 20 days. So it has been some time since we felt temperatures to this level. 40 degrees in Norwood right now, 39 degrees in Boston. That's about a 10-degree jump from yesterday at this time. And we will continue to add on a few more degrees. Should hit the 40-degree mark in Boston this afternoon as we are dealing with a mix of sun and clouds. Mostly dry out there, but I do say mostly because there's snow showers spilling over from New York into areas of western Massachusetts. And what we'll watch is as we continue through this afternoon into this evening, some of those snow showers may hold together as they push farther east. So I can't rule out a flurry or two, especially as you move inland for tonight. This is paused around 9 o'clock. You can see some of those flurries passing through Worcester County, but nothing that will really stick. We drop down to near 20 tonight, so any melting that occurred during the day could refreeze. Flurries can't be ruled out for tomorrow, but we're watching our next storm potential on our radar this weekend. Moving toward President's Day on Monday, there is a storm potential to our south. The latest track on that ahead. Shayna.
All right, Kellyanne, thank you. Another
low for what we consider warm at this point, right? We are feeling a warm up out there over the next 12 hours, and with temperatures finally above average, we will be seeing some melting out there. So yes, you do need to be careful, especially because any of that snow melt and moisture that gets onto our roadways and pathways will likely freeze over as we drop below freezing tonight. The next threat on our radar, flurries that will be flying by, nothing that's going to have a real big consequence in terms of accumulation, but it is something to watch for as we move, especially toward the coastline tomorrow. And then we're keeping an eye on this weekend. The weekend itself looks dry, but this is an extended weekend. As we move into the holiday on Monday, we are watching a storm to our south. It is dry out there right now for most locations, as we said, in the mid to upper 30s in and around Boston. Boston right now checking in at 39 degrees, so that is already above average. Our average high is about 38, 40 in Norwood. And with these kind of temperatures, yes, we will see melting of the snow that we saw overnight. While most locations were generally in the 1 to 3 inch zone, we did see some jackpot locations, including Gloucester, that got up to 6 inches. So this, of course, with temperatures well above average and reaching toward the 40s, we will see a good amount of that snow melting as we move through this afternoon. Just about 40 in the forecast for Boston today. I do think we'll see some warm spots south of the city as you travel down through areas along 95 and moving down toward the south coast. You'll run into a few low 40s out there today, and then a little cooler from Worcester northwest, where we're stuck in the mid to upper 30s, but still trending above average. The last time we hit 40 degrees, you have to go back to January 22nd. So 20 days ago, we have been stuck in the 30s since that point. And while it is dry for most of us, there's these snow showers that are moving through New York, spilling over into western Massachusetts. We will be watching those flurries. While I don't think they'll be an issue for Boston, as you move toward areas west of the city, some of these flurries might hold together through this evening and into tonight. So here's our timeline. We have it paused at around 2 o'clock today. You can see some of those flurries spilling over into Connecticut and areas northwest of Boston into southern New Hampshire. And certainly the chance is still there, even as we move toward late tonight. This is paused at 9 o'clock, maybe a flurry or two moving through Worcester County. This is not going to stick to our roadways, but it is something you'll see flying about if you are traveling later this evening. Otherwise, we're mostly cloudy and dry. We're dropping down to 20. So as mentioned, any snow melt will freeze over. Watch for slick spots tomorrow morning. Coastal flurries possible tomorrow. It's not quite as warm as today, but we're still managing to hit above freezing, so more in the way of melting during the day. And then there's those flurries we're talking about. It's because of a wind direction out of the northwest. We see that ocean enhancement, so watch, especially for the outer portions of Cape Cod. That's where the chance of flurries is greatest. That will be coming to an end by Thursday night. Next order of business, as mentioned, we have that storm potential on Monday, so your weekend is looking great. But as we move toward Monday, the storm is trying to form one model run, suggesting this could brush our area with snowfall as we move toward Monday morning. The worst of the storm likely missing us to the south. But the track is still, unfortunately, very uncertain. We're still 5 days out. Some of the models suggesting that this will be a complete miss, and that is why we can't say with any certainty that this is going to be hitting our area. But at this stage of the game, it's good to be prepared.